I think I'm in a minority, but I speak for a significant minority within society, inasmuch as if I meet someone that says that they or their partner are expecting a child, I don't give a shit. In fact, if it's someone I know socially who says that they are going to have a baby soon, my first thought is, oh fuck, Christmas is going to be expensive this year. And once the child has come into the world and people want to show me a picture of their baby, I'm genuinely just not that interested. I know what a baby looks like. They all look roughly the same. It's a small chubby thing that screams and shits itself. The only difference is they come in various colours. But I am fascinated by a relatively new trend called the gender reveal party. Actually, we'll come back to that. Let's just jog my memory on something else. Because I'm not having a go here at people having children. That's people's choice. And nor am I having a go at the principles of Extinction Rebellion, because I got into a bit of an argument with an ex-armed member. As far as kids go, I think people should only have children if they can afford to raise them. If you can't feed it, don't breed it. And also, I think the biggest threat to the environment is overpopulation. There's too fucking many of us breeding too quickly. If Thanos turned up now with the Infinity Gauntlet, I'd say, look mate, you don't need to wipe out half the living creatures in the universe, just wipe out half the human race. But don't do it indiscriminately. Give me a while, I'll make you a list. But anyway, this chap from XR took issue with me because I criticised Extinction Rebellion whilst filming a video in my Jaguar. And he said it was very condescending for someone to be driving a diesel car talking about the harm done to the environment. Now, as far as Extinction Rebellion go, I like what they say, not how they say it. If you want to prove a point about climate change, don't glue yourself to a bus during the rush hour because you look like a fucking moron. But this chap's comment was, what world are you leaving for your children? Now, I haven't got any children, but I asked him how many children he had, because if I'm going to have an argument with someone, I'd like to come in with logic and facts. And he said, I've got 4 wonderful children. And here's the thing. If you're going to live your life going around dictating to other people the way they should care for the environment, don't do it if you're bringing children into the world. Or don't criticise someone for driving. Because the carbon footprint caused by bringing a child into the world is the equivalent of 25 diesel-powered cars. This guy has got a carbon footprint with his 4 fucking spawn, the equivalent of 100 of my Jags. I could be outside his house doing sodding donuts all day. I wouldn't get close to the carbon damage that he's doing to the planet. So if you're going to tell people what to do from such a hypocritical point of view, to be blunt, fuck you and fuck the horse you rode it on. Right, now back to the point of this video. Gender reveal parties. Now these have been going on for a couple of years in the USA. They've just started to catch on over here. And there's 2 types. It could be that the parents, because they take place midway through pregnancy, the parents may not know the sex of the child, so they get the letter from the hospital, they get all their friends and family around, they open it together. The second, more extravagant style is where the parents already know the gender of the child, but they get their friends and family over to reveal it to them. I'm just going to say, if you're having a gender reveal party and you know me socially, please don't invite me. I would guess that if there's 50 people at one of those parties, at least 35 don't really want to be there. But here's a couple of examples from the USA where it's got so extravagant and gone over the top and gone very, very wrong. A couple of years ago, and I know I've got people in America watch these videos, but this to me is the most American way of trying to announce what sex your child is. A guy made a target up, filled it with coloured powder, either blue or pink, invited his buddies round and shot it. We've got a new life coming to the world, let's go shoot something. Unfortunately, the powder he used was highly flammable, and the resulting forest fire wiped out 47,000 acres and cost $8 million to extinguish. But then, not to be outdone, just a few days ago, a couple in Texas who are as yet unnamed, they wanted to reveal that they were having a daughter so extravagantly by next to their house they would have a plane fly past, spreading out 350 gallons of water that had been dyed pink. In the way they put out forest fires, they could have used this plane a couple of years ago. So it would fly across majestically across the sky with this pink liquid pouring out the back of it, but no one did the mathematics because it transpired that the plane was in no way strong enough to carry that load. So the surprise where all the guests would see this plane flying over. Well, it was still a surprise because they looked up to watch the plane dropping out of the fucking sky and crash landing. Luckily, no one was hurt, but it is a surprise. Well, not only do you know that we're having a daughter, but we're all on the next episode of Air Crash Investigation. But the thing about these gender reveal parties that I like is it's going to trigger a lot of SJW types. Because you are, in fact, stating there are only two genders, male and female. And we know that some of the madness out there says, I think they're up to about 300 so far. And you'll know gender fluid people because they always look like they've got lost on the way to a fancy dress party. What have you come as then? Because for someone that insists there are more than two genders, you spend a lot of your time acting like a total cock. I mean, I'm actually quite liberal. I don't say this too. I go male, female, trans male, intersex. I think that covers everything. Anything on top of that is a combination of attention-seeking and undiagnosed mental illness. But can you imagine some social justice warriors having a gender reveal party? It's not pink and it's not blue. It'll come out like a rainbow because we're having a pansexual unicorn. The world's gone fucking mad.